Hello, I am Aniket from Tarkashastra Academy. MBA CET 2022 results are out. Now, many of you must be worried about the admission process. So here in this video, we are going to explain you about the MBA MMS admission process through MBA CET. That is the CAP round. Okay. Now, some students are also worried about the eligibility of CAP round. So we are going to discuss about those 3-4 points as well about the eligibility of CAP. So eligibility for CAP rounds for Maharashtra state candidates, this is the eligibility. For all India state candidates or J&K migrant candidate, this is the eligibility. And for NRI, OCI, POI, foreign national children of Indian workers in Gulf countries, this is the eligibility. So for Maharashtra state candidates, the eligibility should be that he should be an Indian national. The candidate must have passed 3 years bachelor's degree or equivalent with at least 50% marks in aggregate from a recognized university and at least 45% marks in case of candidate belonging to backward class categories and person with disability to Maharashtra state only. Okay, so graduation 3 years and above. तो 3 साल का graduation भी चलेगा, 4 साल का graduation भी चलेगा, 5 years graduation will also work. Okay, and you should have minimum 50% marks if you are a general category candidate and more than 45% marks if you belong to any category. The candidate must have obtained more than 0 score in Maharashtra CET 2022. This will be okay. So you must have scored more than 0. Zero score nahi chalega. There is no negative marking. So obviously your score cannot go in negative. But your score as 0 will also not it will also not be considered. Your score should be greater than 0. एक मार्क तो भी कम से कम रहना चाहिए. Then you are eligible for CAP. And this is the only eligibility provided. Now for all India candidates, the candidate should be Indian national. The candidate must have passed 3 years bachelor's degree or equivalent with at least 50% marks in aggregate from a recognized university. There is no 45% marks criteria for category students. It is flat 50% marks in bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree should be of 3 years or above. The candidate must have obtained more than 0 score in Maharashtra CET or CAT or CMAT or ATMAT or MAT. And now MAT is something which is once the official notification of CAP rounds is released, we will get to know about that. But then MAT score may also be considered. Now, if an all India candidate has not written Maharashtra CET, still he is eligible for CAP round. Okay, he is eligible through CAT or CMAT or ATMA or MAT. Okay, if a candidate is sitting in Delhi and has written only CMAT exam and has scored good in CMAT exam and wants to apply for colleges in Maharashtra, he can do that. It is not necessary to write the MBA CET exam. Next is NRI, OCI, person of Indian origin, foreign national children of Indian workers in Gulf countries. And these candidates should have passed minimum 3 years duration bachelor's degree with 50% marks or equivalent, awarded by university, recognized by University Grants Commission or Association of Indian Universities. Next, any other criteria declared from time to time by the State Common Entrance Test Cell, Maharashtra, as defined under the Act. So, for them, new rules may come. But then these are the type of candidates we are generally dealing with. So, this is their eligibility. Okay. Moving forward with the admission process. Okay. So, the admission process is not that difficult. You first CET notification was declared, followed by CET form filling, admit card, exam and results. So this is the stage where we are. Registration for CAP round. I am expecting all the dates that are available or necessary for CAP round will be declared by 20th of September. So many students are asking me that when will cap round start? It is expected to start within 10 days. Okay, they have done that previously. So we are expecting that cap rounds will start within 10 days. So 20th of September, we might get a clear idea. As I told you in other videos as well, we will be hand holding this process. This is a bit complicated process. We will be helping you out to you in each and every process or in each and every step. So candidates who have appeared for CET can fill in the form for cap rounds. Candidates who have not appeared for CET but wants to apply through CAT or CMAT or MAT or ATMA, they can also fill the cap round form. Now this cap round form will be, you will have to upload all your documents like your 10th, 12th, graduation and caste certificates, caste validity, non-familiar if there is. Then you will also have to upload your Aadhaar card, PAN card, those documents you will upload. On the basis of that, on the basis of that, your application will be considered. If you have written CET, there will be no fees. Okay, if you have written MBA CET, there will be no fees. If you have written CAT, CMAT, ATMA, and you have not written MBA CET, then there will be an application fee of 1000 rupees. At least this was the case last year. Once you fill this registration form, you will be filling the marks for through CET, you will be filling the marks through CAT, you will be filling the marks through CMAT, ATMA, whichever marks you have, you can apply through those marks in these colleges. Once this registration process is completed, a provisional merit list will be declared. This provisional merit list is for you to verify whether your name is correct, your score is correct, your rank is correct, and your category is correct, your complete details are correct or not. Now, after the registration of cap round, you will have to verify the documents. Verification of the documents can be done online as it was done 2 years ago, or you might have to visit ARCs and application receipt centers wherein you will have to physically verify your documents. So we don't know this year what will be the process, but then as soon as it is clear, we will be updating it to you. So verification of documents is when you will have to take the physical copies of your original documents. Okay, once that verification is done, provisional merit list will be uploaded. In this provisional merit list, you will be able to get the complete idea of where your rank is and everything. So after all the verification is done, after that, you will be provided with the final merit list. So provisional merit list is something which will be necessary for verification. Once that verification is done, you will be provided with the final merit list, and this is your final list now. There no changes can be made in this. Followed by that, seat matrix for cap round 1 will be provided after that. So what is the seat matrix? So for example, JBIMS, what are the open seats? What are the SC category seats, ST category seats, OBC seats, EWS seats, TFWS seats, NTA, NTB, NTC, NTD seats, and everything will be mentioned. How many seats are there? Then for Sydenham College, again, all category wise seats, then how many home university seats are there, how many other than home university seats are there, that will be mentioned. Then you will be given option form 1. All this process will be conducted online only. So option form 1 is wherein you will have to fill in the options. So first option is JBIMS, second option is Sydenham, then third option is Wellington. You will have to fill the options. Based on your score, you will decide upon the colleges. Based on that, you will have to fill the option form. On the basis of the option form and your score, you will be allotted a college. Okay, you will be allotted a college. Now, if you apply, if your score is, let us say, 95%, and you applied only one college, let us say JBIMS. So obviously you will not get JBIMS. Now, such candidates will directly be directed to option form of cap round 2. Okay. they are directly eligible for cap round 2. Now, if you fill in multiple colleges, you might get a college, you might not get a college. If you don't get a college, you are directly eligible for cap round 2. You are directly eligible for cap round 2. But if you get a college, then there are two options. And either you can get a college, then there will be two options, freeze and float. So once you freeze the college, you have selected this. Yes, this is the college in which I want to go. So you freeze the college, you go to that college, submit your documents, and you are done with the process. Or else, if you feel that I can get a better college in cap round 2, then you use the float option. What will happen in this float option? Your college seat will be blocked, but that you are still eligible for cap round 2. So as I told you, this freeze, float, ILS seats and everything, it is a complicated process. We'll be guiding you through that. And here I am just giving you the overview. Now on the basis of that, seat matrix for cap round 2 will be released. Okay, seat matrix for cap round 2 will be released. And now what are the number of seats left in the college? So OBC की 10 seats बची है, SC की 5 ही seats बची है. Like that will be mentioned in this seat matrix of cap round 2. On the basis of seat matrix, you will fill the option form for cap round 2. Then college allotment for cap round 2. You can again freeze or float, go to the college, freeze the college, or you can choose the float option. Your seat will be blocked and you can go for ILS route. And now seat matrix for ILS route is institute level seats. The seats are now allotted by the colleges. So for this, you will have to visit the college's individual website. Okay. Down, let us say in individual website, you find out that in Sydenham there are 5 seats remaining. So you fill the form for Sydenham for institute level seats. Then institute level seat merit list will be declared. On the basis of that, admission will be provided and then your journey begins. As I told you, it is a complicated process. We are expecting to get the clarification by 20th of September that when will this process start. So as soon as we are aware about the steps or about the dates, we will keep you informed and we will be making small videos helping you in this process. So don't worry about that. Okay. If you have any other doubt, I have just told you everything in brief and I have not got into detail of anything. And every step will have certain details. We will be discussing it when the time comes, when the right time comes. Okay, but now overall overview of the admission process will be this. Okay, if you have any other query, you can connect with us on any one of these 3 social media platforms or visit our website tarkashastra.co.in or send a WhatsApp message on any one of these 2 numbers. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.